What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 480 Show. We are excited to have you here. This episode and every episode is brought to you by Pit Boss. We are excited and happy to announce that Pit Boss is the official sponsor of the 480 Show. So make sure to check out the480show.com. Click on our affiliate link. There you can browse their wide selection of pellet grills. We will talk a little bit more about Pit Boss later in the episode, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, for now, make sure to check out the480show.com. Click on Pit Boss's affiliate link. We very much appreciate that. All right, we're back.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Yep.
This is episode 18.
Yes, it is.
That gets me hyped.
Seems
I feel
like
good about
seems
that.
like we've been doing it longer.
It does, but when you think about it, like 18, we do these once a week. That's 18 weeks.
Yeah.
18 weeks, bro. That's a long time.
It's a good door.
We're like negative dollars an hour, dude.
Please donate.
Please donate to what?
I don't know.
Patreon.
Yeah, right.
One thing that we did want to do, because we had a company that reached out and
Yes.
dude, these things are sick.
They're sick, dude.
Alpha Gripz with a Z sent us some product recently. Actually, it wasn't very recently. It was probably like 2 months ago. And I've been using these things.
Yeah.
And we've been saving our review because we're trying not to just like give some false review. But let me just show you this, okay? Christian's still, he doesn't use this one as much as I do. He uses the clamp thing a little bit more, which I don't like the clamp thing because it hurts my hand a little bit. But check this out, okay? This is Alpha Gripz. This is their level 2 out of 3. And you put these on your fingers and literally you just extend it, right? And apparently what this does, so we use our grip strength a lot, your flexors. These things, you put them on your knuckles, you extend, and it is supposed to strengthen your extensors. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to fight against arthritis. I don't know if that's true because I don't have arthritis or like carpal tunnel or anything like that. Sure. But they say it's supposed to help with like joint pain in your wrist and then in your elbow because your grip is better. Yep. Anyway, you put this on and you talk about a burn of a workout, dude. Yeah. Like these are muscles you never used before. After 20 reps, I'd probably do like 3 or 4 sets of 20 and I just do them quickly so that I can feel this burn. Like I'm literally about to start sweating right now.
Well, it's because it's hitting like the ligaments and the muscle, right?
Dude,
it's like doing band work is what it's like doing.
Yeah, so. It's great, and I don't personally feel like I've seen a difference like in terms of like a look in my arms. It's also coming at a weird time because I started taking creatine, so I feel like I've kind of like bloated a little bit in that way
initially.
But I will say that I feel way stronger in my arms. Yeah. Like legitimately, like being able to like put my hands flat and extend them like this. This is just not something that I every now and then I'll get down in like a push-up position. I can't even do a push-up because my wrists hurt so bad. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? But ever since I've been using it, I don't feel any pain like that. I can feel like I can actually extend my fingers. Yeah. It's freaking awesome, dude. Yeah. I love them.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not a big believer in all these products, but they sent us these, and I've been pleasantly surprised.
Well, here's the perk, right? You can use it at work. You have a desk job. You can just sit there and,
Not just at work, though. Because
you can just sit there and crank away all day long at the dust.
Dude, we went to Utah like a month ago now, and literally on the drive there, I was pulling 2-a-days this stuff. Dude.
Yeah, right.
Literally on the way there, I was doing it in the morning, and then as we were pulling into Utah, I was doing it again. Yeah. And honestly, like these things are pretty. The thing I like about it, it comes in. I don't have the bag, but it comes in this little bag. Yeah. And you pop all of them in there. Yeah. I put it in the console, and it was just there. I will say it's a little tough to get these things on your fingers, especially when you're driving. Probably wouldn't recommend doing it while you're driving. Probably not a great thing.
Don't do that.
But honestly, putting these things on and doing it, super easy. Yeah. Like you have it on, and you just kind of chill with it, and then whenever you're feeling ready, you just do it again.
But here's the thing, right? Like that is going to target more so that, right? You have this device that's going to target more so the under, right? And then you got this that's going to do a little bit of both. So
I don't actually know what the freak this thing does.
Well, this one I think does this because I can feel it, and then I can feel it here too. So this is like a stress reliever. Like you've seen those balls that people squeeze. Yeah. Like,
is that what it is?
It might be, but it definitely it targets like, I think it targets just about everything because I can feel it here on
I
top.
was gonna say it's just a different thing.
It is, but like depending on like this is more convenient while you're driving, right? You can just have one hand on the wheel and the other hand you do like I'll do 10 reps, 20 reps, switch, do like 4 sets like in a day, and then like you will notice a difference.
Yeah, totally. Just in the grip alone.
Same with these. You're at home, you got some time, you're chilling, put this on. So I think like you can order all 3 of these, and if you were to just do 4 sets of 10 a day with each one.
And I will say they are working. I know they're working. Yeah. So this is the level 1.
Yep.
It has the most amount of like it's the easiest to stretch.
Yep.
This is the level 2. It's a little bit thicker of a rubber, whatever material this is.
Yep.
This is the level 3. And I'll put this on and I'll show you, because when I first got it, I could literally barely do the level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was pretty tough for me to get my fingers in there and extend them at all.
Yep.
But now I do the level 2s. Like this is the level 3. That's what I'm getting to, which I start shaking as I get to the top. So I can't fully do this one, not real reps anyway, without cheating. But the level 2, that's the one that I'm on. So I know that I'm getting stronger with it. So cool little product, dude. I actually really like it. Thank you, Alpha Gripz, for sending out the product. I actually use it, and when I got it, I didn't think I was going to use it all that much, but I actually utilize these things. They're freaking awesome. So if you're someone that struggles with, I mean, this is something that they advertise. It is supposed to target arthritis, carpal tunnel, things like that. It's supposed to fight against the pain in your joints. So if that is something that you have, I would recommend that you get it, because the flexibility, the strength that comes from your extensors, like I said, I don't have it, but I can tell why they would advertise it, because you can feel a difference just in mobility. So,
well, I mean, they're built well too. This is nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
Right. These are nice and sturdy. These are nice and sturdy. So good material. And
I will say the level 1 that I had started to rip a little bit, but it's because I literally was stretching it probably to the full capacity.
Yeah, you need to switch it up.
Yeah, well, I just, you upgrade to the next level. Yep. I have a hard time imagining that I could rip this level 3 one. Yep. But if you're ripping them, shoot, man.
Honestly, I feel like the biggest thing is like no one works forearms at the gym. Yeah. Like that's just that's pretty lame. Forgotten muscle, right?
Well, it's so lame, because when you do see people working forearms, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So this is just like, do it in a closet. Just freaking
in a closet. I'm sorry, Alpha Gripz. I don't know why you don't do any work. Don't.
Look, dude, you don't want to.
Oh, great. Now you got to scrap the whole review.
You don't want to work out your forearms in front of people, and just do it while you're in the bathroom.
Just do it in your car.
Yeah,
do it at your desk. Do it when you get home.
That's the thing. Do whatever you want.
Do it whenever you want, because it honestly doesn't take that long.
Not taking a dumbbell into the bathroom with you, are you? But you take this little ring and just sit there and.
Yeah,
dude.
Do whatever you want to do with it. Alpha Gripz, thank you for sending this product. And Alpha Gripz did not pay us to send or to say any of this stuff. They're not sponsors of the show.
Nope.
They sent us the product. We gave it our best effort to actually utilize it. And that's my honest review. Yep. I actually like the thing. Yep. I utilize them. They sit on my desk. I had to get them out of my bag because we brought them to California. I was kind of mad I didn't use them in California like I wanted to. But it's because they were in my bag, my work bag, which I didn't actually touch that much. But anyway, thank you, Alpha Gripz. If you want to check them out, visit their website, Alpha Gripz with a Z instead of an S, alphagripz with a Z.com. Or you can check out the 480show.com. I will put the affiliate link to there. It's actually not an affiliate link. It'll just be a link to their website, because we do not get paid. There was no sponsorship at all. So again, thank you to Alpha Gripz for the products. We look forward to continuing to use them. Today's episode. We dreaming, baby.
Oof.
This is easy for me, because I can sit and dream. I do this all the time anyway.
It's kind of like our motto, right? Monetizing pipe dreams.
Yeah.
So
we're dreaming about our pipe dream, though.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Our podcast, what it could be, what we want it to be.
Yep.
So let's start there, because I don't think we've really talked about like if we were to hit peak, right? Mm-hmm. Like if we're making the money that we hope to make from our podcast, what does that look like? I'm not talking dollar amounts, but like
what comes with it.
Yeah, because we're not podcasting out of my office forever.
Yeah.
In fact, we're gonna start popping out babies soon, and I'm not even gonna be able to work in here anymore. Let alone freaking have this podcast room. This wall is gonna get painted from the black that it is to probably another blue. Actually, we don't even paint our walls, so am I kidding? It's just gonna go back to white.
Yeah, and look, I'm gonna put a little plug in here, right? Like, for everyone that has watched and actually enjoys it and likes it, you know, thank you for watching.
Thank you a lot.
It does mean a lot. Like we do come across people that are like, hey, dude, we watch your podcast and we relate.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you just feel like they're just trying to be nice. At least for me, I'm like, stop it. Yeah.
Like, hey, you don't have to listen to it. It's not for you anymore.
Yeah. And they're like, no, I actually like really enjoy it. Like our own father listens to every episode.
That's new. He did not.
He did.
He does now.
Yeah. Well, that means something.
I guess.
Slightly likes it.
Look,
right?
I don't care if any family member listens to our podcast.
It's true.
I really don't. Like, if they want to listen to it because they're enjoying it, like, I'm happy to provide some sort of something for them.
Right.
But I do know what you mean. You come across somebody. There it goes. Dude. Look at. Oh, now you got to get a new can. You grab that one off my desk. A never ending. And you ripped it everywhere. You get it on the chair. Get a new can.
Did I spill it, dude? This is my nice shirt, dude.
Anyway, it is great. It's great to have.
This is my. I look at this and I can't go. Dude, look, it's like 11 o'clock. Okay. Last episode was bad, dude.
It was bad, dude. I was getting irritated. Everything I said, I'm like, really? Am I boring you that bad?
No.
Anyway, it's great. It's great to be able to like talk with somebody about the podcast.
It's freaking hot in here, dude. It's sweating, dude.
Dang it, dude.
Turn the freaking air.
Dude, you want to talk about hot? We're coming home from California. Let's see if I can multitask here. We're coming home from California, right? Or not California, Nutrioso, which is like 4 hours.
Enlighten people, what the freak Nutrioso?
Nutrioso is a very small town. It's only a town because there happens to be a post office at the beginning of the road. Otherwise, you're talking 20 minutes like.
It's literally the border of New Mexico and Arizona. Yeah.
20 minutes southeast of Eager. If you know where Eager is,
the border,
Springerville.
Border of New Mexico and Arizona. Like it's eastern. Like
it's about
middle of the state.
Yeah, just about an hour and a half from Show Low. Yeah. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's one of those small towns.
Beautiful.
It is very beautiful. Weather was great. Actually, weather wasn't that great.
It's hot everywhere.
It's hot. It was hot during the day, but it cooled off at night. It was kind of like California in the sense where it got kind of warm during the day. But the only difference is there wasn't like a cool beach breeze. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was just hot. And it's very dry up there. Yeah. I feel like I'm about to I can't take a deep breath in at the moment.
It's hot in here sometimes.
Anyway, it's nice to be able to come by people and like they say, hey, I like the podcast, whatever. Yeah. It does surprise me every time. And I haven't checked the downloads in a while. Last time I checked, we were at like 700 something. Yeah. So, and that was 2 episodes ago. We're probably nearing 1,000 downloads.
Well, it does mean a lot because it's not like, it's hard because there are some days like almost every time, and it's this weird thing, but I'm like, it's podcast day, right? And I'm like thinking about podcasts. I'm like, kind of want to relax. Right?
What a long pause that was.
But as soon as I get in the car and I start to drive over here, I get super excited. Yeah. So it's like, it is difficult. Like, and this is, we haven't missed a week because you had the guest with Ashton and Kobe.
No, we missed 1 week, but it was on me. It was when I went to Utah.
Oh, that's right.
We missed 1 week. Well, so technically we started 19 weeks ago.
It's okay. I missed a week. So
yeah. Oh, so it's been 20 weeks. Yeah. So it's 20.
Well, no, you had Ashton on, but I wasn't here.
That's right. So we've been doing it 19 weeks. We released 18 episodes. Yeah. We've been very consistent. Yeah. But yeah, it like the idea, because like even Ask Ash, right? Like today, I realized, because like today was my first day working since last Friday. Yeah. Not this last Friday, the one before it. Yep. Right. And so I'm like getting a ton of stuff done. I'm like excited because I did a lot today. Yep. And I'm like, freak yeah! I'm telling Ashlyn, I'm like, I did this, I did that, I got this done and this done. She's like, sweet. And then I'm like, oh, we have the freaking podcast tonight. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, not like dreading it, but I'm like, I was like I put in like a good day at work. I felt fulfilled with the amount of energy and like outcome that I got. But then you texted me and you're like, hey, I'm heading over. And then I came in here, started getting some stuff ready, and I'm like, feeling excited. Yeah. My alarm is going off because I'm watering my cactus because I haven't done it all summer.
Cactus need water, bro.
Well, it does. It's turning yellow, so it needs some water. We haven't had any rain yet. We've been having 115 degree days, dude. It's even my cactus out there can't survive.
It's true. Everything's done. Everything's dead in my backyard. So, no. So it's not like I do enjoy it, but it's to actually see that, or hear that people are enjoying it. It's definitely like it is something like even something that you do enjoy can get. It's
tough, and it's just like in the beginning. I say it all the time. It's like one of my favorite words, and people are probably sick of hearing it. But it's sweat equity. That's what it is.
Sure.
Because it's like with anything, like some businesses, it just requires straight capital. And like the rest of it kind of falls into place. Like you can build a business with some employees right off the bat, but those are the kind of businesses that you spend a lot of money up front and you don't put as much time in. It just requires capital. This is one of those businesses where it's like you can put all the money in the world to this thing, but that doesn't mean people are going to listen,
or you're going to make money,
you're going to make money from it. And so it's like it is so sweet, dude. Like, and we'll talk about Bodie a little bit later, but there's a guy that I know. He came and detailed my car, and he was telling me he lives in Eastmark,
not far from me.
Not far. I mean, he's probably smack dab in the middle of the both of us.
Yeah, he is.
And anyway, he's working out at Mountainside over in Eastmark, and group of guys listening to the podcast, dude.
Yeah,
that's sick.
It's weird.
And he told me, he's like, I like the podcast because it's like the things you guys are talking about is the stuff that we're talking about in the gym anyway. He's like, and he's a podcast guy. He details cars, and he's listening to 6-8 hours of podcasts every day.
Yep.
You can only listen to so much music, but the fact that our podcast is in the rotation, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
pretty sick. And the fact that we're coming up on 1,000 downloads, I don't know how much it is at the moment, but the fact that we're coming up on that's sweet.
Yeah,
super cool.
Yeah,
but we like I said, we aspire for it to be a lot bigger. Not only in numbers of downloads, but also just like the vibe here, like the idea of creating a place where we can come to work and like freaking just enjoy it, enjoy the crap out of it.
Yeah. And hopefully one day this is it. So
yeah, I mean that's the goal, and not only to like just have like a fun place to work, but also to be able to like with like sponsors that we have, right? Like to have a room dedicated to Pit Boss. You know what I mean? How freaking sick to come into work and freaking smoke some meat while we're podcasting.
Yeah,
dude, get out of here.
Yeah,
we never have to yawn through a podcast ever again because we're gonna do it during the
day. Yeah, no, dude.
First thing in the morning,
dude. Yeah, have an ice bath in there.
An ice bath, a sauna. Well, man, that'd get a little weird. Get a little gay.
I don't really care for a sauna, dude, unless it's a wet sauna.
No, an infrared sauna. That's a good sauna right there.
Interesting.
Infrared sauna.
Never heard of that.
It gets deeper tissue.
Weird.
And it's not as hot. Anyway, so let's get into what we hope this thing to look like. If I was to ask you where our location would be, what's your ideal spot, and what does it look like?
Definitely in either East Mesa or Queen Creek. It's the same area, realistically. They're 10 minutes from each other.
No, it's not.
East Mesa and Queen Creek? It's just up Ellsworth.
Well, I guess depending on what part of East Mesa and Queen Creek, but we live like 20 minutes away. Signal Butte, it's a 20-minute drive. Ellsworth, it's maybe like a 22-minute drive.
At night, it's about 15, but it's
fair enough.
I mean, it's the same area. Like, you're comparing apples and oranges there, right? Like, it's so. I agree, but this area, right? So
yeah.
But I feel like we need warehouse space, and then we need office space.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a multi-use, which is hard.
Did Dad's building ruin you? I feel like I can't imagine a better space.
That's most buildings, though. You just got the zone for it.
But it's so sick, though.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's so great, because like you have like the parking in the front.
Yeah.
And then you have that like, not only do you have the warehouse, but you have that space in the back. That's some valuable space.
Sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
And a lot of businesses, like with the warehouse space, you're right. Most of them have office spaces. That's pretty standard. But the space in the back, it's usually like, oh, you get straight out the back and you have neighbors to your right and left. Yeah. Dad's got the whole little area over there, dude.
You know what we need to do is freaking build this up and kick those tenants out. Freaking use the whole place, dude.
Just rent from Dad.
Yeah.
That'd be a fat bill. fat payment.
Yeah.
Fat.
Build it to what we want, though. It'd be pennies on dollars. So
Dad would do it too. Just to spite those mofos.
Yeah,
dude.
he would do it because he'd freaking come in every day and bug us.
Yeah, that might be a bad idea. Like, hey, okay, boys, what are we talking about today?
You see him at the beginning of the parking lot. UFOs are real.
Hey, did you listen to Bob Lazar?
Especially because he goes to the gym next door, dude. You just hear him yelling across the Home Depot lot.
Dude, honestly, if it came up to the point where like Dad would do that for us, and Dad did come in, I'm at this point, dude. I don't know what it is, but I'm like looking back. I'm like, Dad, like what a freaking cool thing that he did. Mm-hmm. He started a business based out of a teeny little warehouse in Chandler 20-something years ago. Mm-hmm. Built it. Took advantage of the crash in 2008. Mm-hmm. But, well, actually, no, he didn't. He bought it right before. So he almost got screwed.
Well, he did get screwed.
And then business was fine. So he didn't actually get screwed. He could have gotten way more screwed.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude builds the business, has this huge building, employs half of his family, maybe more, and like just a cool thing, dude. Yeah. Like so cool.
Yeah.
So like, it's like funny to like joke like, oh yeah, dad wouldn't be allowed. You know what I mean? But like realistically, dude, I'm like, come on in, dude.
Oh, he'd be
There's
allowed.
A snack room over there, dude.
He's got a master key to every room.
No, yeah, I just mean, you know what I mean. No, I know. I'm not talking about like him being the landlord. Yeah. Like, oh, you can come in and inspect whenever you want. I'm talking about him like, dude, like free reign, bro. Don't step in the podcast room, but free reign. Come in, grab some cookies.
Or hear me out. Right. This is what I actually thought about the other day. You remember I sent you that company that you can work with? You're like, hey, tell Dad about this. Like back in the day, the American thing was you would buy land and your whole entire intermediate family basically would live on that piece of land.
Yeah.
And you would just build a little bit far apart from each other.
Yeah.
Like it could be like 7 acres, 5 acres of land.
Yeah.
And everyone have a house there and like you'd live together. You'd have,
You're describing a family compound. That's what everybody...
Basically, right?
That's what it is.
But I think a family compound is sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
It wouldn't work.
I think
you and I are the only ones that would want to do that.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm telling you right now.
I don't know.
Sadie and Brian are about to move out of state.
I know.
So.
Yeah. But, dude, if you're on 7 acres, it's a lot of space. Everyone could have their own freaking acre. I think that's a lot of area.
So. Yeah, but Savannah and Jordan are talking about moving out of the Queen Creek area, too.
Yeah.
Jordan doesn't like the area.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is I don't think that anyone else in our family would be down, so it'd never work. I think it would be the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah, so I was like, why not forget the family compound? Let's put a freaking barn dominium that's the 4-0 compound on a piece of land.
Where?
And that's our playground.
Where?
I don't know. But imagine this. Imagine building a freaking Sauron Talaria track around the compound.
Dude, you know what we need to do?
And you have a barn dominium with all the toys in there.
The 480 show needs to be Talaria and Sauron dealers. That's what we need to do.
Yeah. I mean, reach out to them.
Yeah. I mean, anybody can be a dealer.
Sure.
It's not that hard. But you got to have capital to buy bikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Barely bought my own. Anyway, barn dominium would be sick. Like a little area.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty expensive route.
I don't know that I want it in the state, though.
Well, you, my friend, are going to need a new co-host.
Nah, dude, hear me out.
I don't think we're...
Well, I think initially, I think dreams down the road, though, is I would like a compound here, 4-0 compound, but I would also like a 4-0 compound in different states. I mean, how sick, dude? I
mean, yeah, it would be sick, but I don't know that... I mean, realistically, what's the point?
The point is other states we like to visit. You have a compound in Utah. You have a compound in Florida.
I'm kind of over Utah at the moment.
No, but it's pretty.
It's been a week there.
It's pretty.
And all I saw was
just areas with great weather, right?
Yeah.
Areas that we can go to vacation.
Becoming the 480 snowbirds. Maybe that's what we need. Speaking of our expansion of podcast networks.
Because here's what I think, dude, and this is where like I'm not useful in a lot of areas, but like
say more.
I get weird with ideas. So we talked about like the 480 being a production, right?
A network of podcasts.
A network of podcasts. It's a production company basically. And well,
I'm a production company, so it's different.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
but yes.
So, like, I could think of, finding people that really enjoy something. Like Kobe really enjoys golf.
Yeah.
Right.
The dude wants to start playing some tournaments.
Yeah, he's not good behind a mic.
Nope.
But
well, we didn't talk about the right thing. That's why.
And he could get better, right? But you give Kobe a space, the equipment, right? And you have a 480 compound that might have a freaking chipping green in the back and a putting green, and right, like something that creates stoke, right? There's something to be said about it, right? So something like that, right? Or we have a 480 compound out of state. Maybe we have one in Florida, right? And Florida's got beaches. The family likes beaches, right? We have that in Florida, and we go to that 480 compound, and we do some work out of there. Kobe comes along with us because he's part of the network of podcasts.
Boy, maybe I chose the wrong co-host because you like to be spending money.
Dude, well, we're not talking about dreams.
Well, yeah, we're talking about, you know what you're talking about? You're talking about $1 billion freaking corporation over here, bro.
No, we're not, dude. You're
talking about building compounds in multiple states.
When I mean a compound, dude, I'm talking about a freaking 2 acres of land with a barn dominium. Barn dominiums are not that expensive to build.
How expensive? Because I have no idea. Give me a price.
Like, you can build, like, I think from the TikToks I've seen, right? Like 32, like 3,200.
TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, that's the source.
I know. Like a 3,200 square foot living area with the barn dominium aspect of it. Like,
what does that mean? The barn dominium.
Barn dominium it's an open concept, right?
Yeah.
You have these huge vaulted ceilings like a barn, and you have an open living area. You have the kitchen, a great room, right? And then you got rooms in there. And then there's a door that all like leads to a warehouse.
Yeah. And
you just go through that door and you have a workshop. You store your boat in there, your freaking razors, your whatever it is. It's like a massive garage that you can work out. You can work out of, right?
Gotcha.
So that's why people are gravitating. And also the material used is wood and like steel. And steel is cheaper, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so they're really not that expensive. Like the land would be more expensive probably than to build. And there's so many companies out there that'll build it. But
you have to send me some of these TikToks so I can.
I'm just saying though, like you have a network, right? And you have Kobe that runs the golf podcast, and you never know, could do extremely well. But for whatever reason, we're out in Florida. Maybe it's something to do with business. Maybe we're working with the company.
Yeah,
we can do work while we're there, and Kobe's tagging along because we want to go visit some sick golf courses, and then we go and create content on the golf course with Kobe to promote his ordeal. Like there's like with just like video, there's so much that you could do.
Yeah, with it.
And that's just one person. Like, you could have someone that's running the 480 business.
I'll tell you this, dude.
It can get real, like a rabbit hole.
You can. And I think that
it's got to be done right, but yeah.
I'll say this before we take a break. I think that the best way to go about each individual, like, show, right? Because we're the 480 show. We've talked about having a show for the females, for the ladies, right?
Yeah.
Having 2 co-hosts that are talking more about things that women want to tune into. Like, women can listen to our podcast, but they're not going to find it very exciting. Like, honestly, it's just not that great for them. We're not talking about super relatable things.
Well, we're not targeting that portion.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's going to be women that like to listen to it, but
yeah, but maybe 1 out of every 10 episodes, they're like, "Oh, I'll listen to that. Good episode." You know what I mean? And then the rest of them, they're like, "I don't really care.
Yeah,
I don't care about Talarius. I don't care about this. I don't care about that." So it's like having the ladies show, like each individual show would have to have their own production team devoted to creating content and like building their individual thing. So when we talk about like having Kobe for like the 480 golf, right? That would be great. You got to have people going out and filming with him on the golf course, commentary on the golf course. But they're not going to film for him and us and the ladies and the business. You know what I mean? Like, they're like each one has to have their own thing.
Yep.
And like you're targeting realistically, like the 480 show, like we're going to talk about a lot of different things. And I feel like that's because we're kind of like, we already do that anyway. You know what I mean? But like when you tune into the 480 golf, like you're pretty much, you know what you're going to get, you know, and it's people that actually care about golf, and they only really care about golf, you know, and that's fantastic. Yeah. And they can grow and hit audiences that will probably not hit very much. We'll hit audiences that they won't hit very much.
But they're a part of us.
Yeah.
We get a certain percentage of it, but that's because, hey, you came into our space. We gave you an area to work out. If we gave you equipment to start, we gave you a filmmaker, we gave you an editor. Yeah. All you got to do is sit down and make content.
I love the idea of being able to do what Dad did, dude. I love what he did in creating something to where he gave people opportunities. Yeah. And we're not talking about opportunities to make $1 million. You know, it's just like you're creating opportunities for people to be able to support their families, to be able to do something they enjoy doing. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. And like I didn't enjoy doing termite work, working for Dad, but what I did enjoy doing was being able to put food on my table, to buy a house. You know what I mean? Like all those things. Like that is, I don't know, dude. Like that's the most admirable thing that I can think of.
Well, building a company is hard, but it can also
so
be fun.
Hard. And it's fun, but it's rewarding because you get to build something that other people can benefit from. Yeah. You are making a real difference. Yeah. Like outside of the content that we're putting out, like maybe people find it valuable, right? And we change some people's lives, like talking, that's great. Seeing other people be able to come into work, you're employing them, you're helping them, you're a part of their lives, you know them. Like the thing that I love about Dad's company versus pretty much every other stupid corporation out in the world right now, Dad actually cared about employees. He knew about them. He knew about their families. He wasn't quick to fire anybody or let them go. He had his policies and all the things, and he stuck to it because he's a good business owner. But at the end of the day, he actually cared about people, you know? And that's what I freaking want to do, dude. Yeah. Like I want to care about the listeners. I want to care about our sponsors, and I want to care about people that come to work for us. Yeah. That, I don't know, dude. That's what I care about. Yeah. Really quick before we go any further, let's take a quick break. Let's talk about Bodega Details, dude. Yeah. Bodie is the man. Bodie came to detail my car. He's the same Bodie, same guy that I was talking about earlier. Lives in East Mark, works out at Mountainside over there. Small business owner. Yep. Dude's crushing it. Yep. He does a really good job. Not only like in the detailing space, but does a really, really, really good job at like working. Like the dude was outside my house for like 4 hours. Literally, dude, 4 hours detailing my car, just the inside. Didn't even touch the outside because we just had the inside done. Dude did such a good job. It's not even funny. Yep. Went to every crack and crevice, like things that I probably wouldn't have noticed.
It's a good detailer.
Dude, like he actually took the time, went in and found the spaces. I wouldn't have noticed. If I did find it and noticed that it was dirty, I wouldn't have cared because I wasn't expecting it. But when I noticed like small things like that were actually cleaned, you know that he's a good dude. Yeah. Like actually somebody that's going to take the time to actually care.
Well, it's a saturated market, right? You can go to Superstar Car Wash and get a detail. Now it's not going to be a super thorough detail. Yeah. But you know, what's going to stop you from going down to Superstar and be like, well, I can get a half a job over there. So, you know, for sure. You're going to be paying Bodie probably a little bit more than you're going to be paying Superstar Car Wash. But, well.
Because I personally don't care that much for a super clean car. At least I didn't. Now I do.
Wow.
Now I do.
Yeah, dude.
He cleaned my car, and I'm like, dang.
It's nice to keep a car freaking clean.
I can't believe how dirty it was. Yeah. And I'll put some before and afters up on the screen so everybody can take a look at it. But it honestly was like such a good job. Yep. And yeah, the price, it was definitely steep. But I mean, he's pretty competitive from what I've seen from other detailers. I mean, it's
probably pretty average.
But I'll tell you this, he's not competitive in the space, like actually doing a good job. Because we've had detailed cars before, and that it didn't even come close. Yep. He did such a good job. Dude's local, Bodega Details. You can check him out on Instagram. Go check him out on Instagram at Bodega Details. I will put a link. I'll put a picture on the screen right now, and I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out his site. Seriously, he does a really good job. It was like 105, 107 degrees the day he came out to the house. Threw an easy up out, didn't phase him. He was out there for 4 hours. He crushed it. He did a really, really good job. Every single dollar that you spend with him is going to be money very well spent. Very well spent. He'll take the time with you. He'll actually detail your car perfectly. And I'll tell you this, dude. We had stains in my seat.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids.
Yep.
I don't know where the stains came from.
You got the
I don't know.
cloth seats, boy.
Yeah.
Upgrade to leather. Whoa.
Boo. No, dude. Cloth stains. He got
know.
them out, dude.
Leather does.
He got them out.
I know.
And they had been sitting there for months.
Yep.
Anyway.
It's good. It's good.
He's a good dude. Support him. He is not a sponsor of the show. He is not paying us to say this. He didn't ask us to say this. It's something that we wanted to point out. He's a local dude. So if you're in the market to get your car detailed, make sure to check out Bodega Details, at Bodega Details on Instagram. You can check out his site. Just book it with him.
I will say, I am an advocate for a clean car.
You are. You're actually a freak.
I am a
about
freak.
your car.
Like, you got in that one night, I went home right before California, and it got way cleaner than that. So
I don't imagine how that is possible. But
if you're like Cameron over here and don't really care for a clean car,
or
thought you didn't,
I do now.
go to Bodega Details.
Yeah.
Let him detail it.
Yeah.
Just budget it 1 month.
Just see how it feels.
Give him the money.
I guarantee
you you'll set up some type of plan.
And he does that too. He actually told me that. So he does a full detail, and then because it's clean, if you set up a maintenance program, I don't know exactly how many times it is, so you can check with him. But
I'm sure it's like monthly or bi-monthly or quarterly or bi-weekly or weekly, however often you want it. I know people that get details bi-weekly, dude.
Yeah.
So,
and honestly, if you're somebody that doesn't really care about it, just try it out one time. If you have a dirty car, because I'm the same way. I'm about to get my work car detailed, because heaven knows it needs a good detail.
Yeah, this thing's nasty.
Yeesh. Anyway, that one's about to get detailed because I actually believe in it a lot. So check out Bodie at Bodega Details on Instagram. Check out his site. Book a detail cleaning, whatever you want to call it, today.
Yep.
Not sponsored. Let's get back to it.
Yep.
You know what I imagine with our space? I imagine a fat warehouse. Way more warehouse than anything else.
Like Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory or
like
deal?
Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory.
What
dude.
a G, dude.
What a freaking G. That dude made it so cool. I don't know of anybody that had a warehouse space like that was doing what he was doing back then.
No, because he's one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time.
Dude, the dude had the sweetest setup. And honestly, he was making so much money, it's not even funny. So different scenario.
Yep.
But you know what I loved about his place? He had the offices upstairs that overlooked. So sick.
Yeah, dude.
Literally so sick, dude.
He would chuck the ball at his managers.
Yeah,
the
dude.
glass.
Dude, and I freaking loved, what's his face? Big Cat. What's his name?
Yeah.
I just know his nickname.
Yeah.
Had him downstairs. He changed his glass to the cage.
Yeah.
Literally made it look like he was in a freaking actual cage. That was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, I imagine it's something like that. And obviously we're not skateboarders. We don't have the same need that he does. But filling the space with things that we actually do like. I get.
I stopped it.
Yeah. Just swallow that down. Just. Okay. Anyway. Filling the space with things that are our thing.
Dude, I like the pit boss idea.
Dude, the pit boss. A well ventilated part of that area, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Literally, I'll flip that thing on and I'll fill the pellets all day long. Burn them all day long. Just to smell that smoke in there, dude. Probably ruin the building, honestly. Dude, it would be so sweet just to be able to show up to work, throw some meat on just for the heck of it.
I know.
Have that going.
I know.
Talaria Suron breaks. Probably not in the summer in Arizona. It just really sucks. Really sucks.
That's why I was talking out.
Dude, I took Beckham on a 1-minute ride earlier.
I know.
I got on the bike.
Death, dude.
I halfway down my street before I was like, what the freak am I doing?
It's death.
Flipped. I went all the way around the circle and I came back. Dude, that dude's cheeks were bright red.
I know.
He was literally about to overheat. We were outside for 2 minutes.
It's ridiculous, dude.
It's something else right now.
It's been real bad.
Anyway, that's what I imagine, dude.
I know.
And an office space to take care of clerical things. You know, you got somebody that's gonna be doing content creation. Ideally, I'd like to have a team where we have content being created all the time.
Yeah.
Saturate the heck out of our social media.
You have to.
YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
Screw the algorithm. I'll post 100 times a day if I've got somebody doing it. You know what I mean?
Realistically, I feel like that's the algorithm.
No, it's really not. It's engagement. Engagement is the name of the game.
Right, but
if you
a lot of content doesn't hurt anybody. So
no, it doesn't, and it's definitely fun to consume.
Yeah.
Like if you enjoy the stuff, the most annoying thing when you have somebody that you like watching is waiting for their content to come out. You talk about an annoying thing. Like, dang it, dude, you make me do it. Ugh.
we need like a. We need like the douchebag jar from New Girl.
Yeah, wow, that could fund the barnuminium really fast with you over there, dude.
I need to put a freaking dollar in that piece.
You know what we need, dude? We need that little bug assault thing that shoots little grains of salt.
Just drill me, bro.
Just knock you in the forehead, dude. So funny.
I'll put a Dyson back here.
And wake up.
That's a funny idea, dude.
Yeah.
Just pelt me.
No, then I gotta clean it up in here. You're not gonna stay in vacuum. You might actually. I know you're rolling your eyes at how dirty my office is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stresses me out, but it's okay. It's not mine.
Whatever.
At least you've created the space, though.
Yeah. Look, there's supposed to be.
Yeah.
A bar there to hang these lights.
I know.
We
need to do that.
No. We don't need to do it.
Well,
I mean, we need to do it, but it's not gonna happen.
I know.
I'll tell you that right now. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, that's what I envision.
I know.
And it's gonna be sick, dude.
No.
Like, it's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna ride my Talaria every day to work.
But
dude.
the thing too, though, right, is like you have content rolling on that too. So it's like,
yeah, dude. You know what I want? You know what I want to do? This is gonna be just an episode of tangents, dude.
Was that not what the Fantasy Factory was?
Yeah, it was
you just had random content of just the most random stuff, but it was just, but then like stuff that was planned too.
Yeah,
it was reality TV at worst and freaking.
No, at best, dude. That was the best show.
I mean, it really was, but
it was so funny, and like Rob Dyrdek made it funny, and he was clean.
And it's not like we're trying to be that, but like he kind of paved the path of like.
He was like one of the original like.
Yeah,
content creator. Like, I know he wasn't putting any of that stuff together.
He's like the Casey Neistat of YouTube, but for like reality TV / entrepreneurship / like production.
Well, and it started out as him just being like famous for skateboarding and had a lot of money. He was kind of like a punk.
We'll start out with Robin Big, yeah.
And then it turned into Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory, and then there's all of a sudden this episode where he's designing this skate park, and you're like, wait, this dude's pretty smart.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And you start to realize like he's way more than just like the funny haha, let me just shoot this tennis ball.
He created dreams for everyone too.
Yeah.
He just went to everyone and said, dude, what do you enjoy?
Yeah.
Like
remember that episode, dude? He shows up and he's like, I want to feel that fire again. So what does he do? He goes out and buys probably a $20,000 glass case, breaks it, somehow puts it back together, puts himself in it, and then literally he hires a guy to bring a tiger. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
He opens the door to the glass case, is chased by a tiger. Tiger pounces on him just to feel something.
Yeah.
And then there's another one where he jumps out the side of the building to land on that big old thing. Yeah. Psycho, dude.
Well, he did that to get his his cousin, right?
Yeah.
Or his
Big
niece.
Cat. No, it was Big Cat.
No, not Big Cat.
Yeah, he made him do it with him. Or was it Chanel?
No, it was the other guy.
Big Cat's twin?
Yes.
One of them?
He was the main dude. Big Cat was like not as prevalent in that show.
Yes, he was. He was the bigger guy.
No.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
No.
The guy that got full
yeah.
Horse.
Because he was afraid of like chasing his dream. So he's like, you need the fire. And he made him jump out the building.
Yeah.
And then he created the brand for him.
Yeah. Reckless. Yeah.
That was why he did that. He's like, you need to do something reckless.
Yeah.
He's like, if you wanted a brand, what would it be? So it's kind of like
that.
He said
reckless, and then he's like, well, what have you ever done reckless? And he's like, oh, no.
Nothing,
and he's like, you got to jump out of a building.
Yeah. He's like, you got to be your brand.
Yeah.
So, but that's like the thing. Like, that's like, like for us, we kind of know the path we want, but like, to give an opportunity for like maybe Kobe that likes golf, to give an opportunity to talk about golf.
Yeah.
And to build that, and then to let that fuel his dreams of golf. Like, he gets to a point that dude can go travel wherever that freak he wants and golf wherever he wants while creating you know,
Yeah.
who do you think Kobe wants to be? He wants to be like good, right?
Probably.
And I think that's pretty sweet. I wouldn't mind being like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's possible.
It's very possible.
You just have to do it.
Look, we'll stay consistent, and I think that over time we'll start to like really perfect our audience and like who we're speaking to.
Yeah.
And I think we do a really good job at that already. But obviously, you can only get better. But I think that one of the most relatable things is the fact that we kind of like talk about these things almost like we're a part of a group of people that are already talking about it. Like when Bodie said that, he's like, dude, you're talking about things we're talking about at the gym already.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, nailed it. That's like what we're going for.
Yeah.
You know, it's exciting as freak.
It is. And it's going to take a lot more work, obviously.
18
but
episodes. This is 18.
I know.
18.
I know.
2 more. It's just have a freaking stroke on air. Statistically speaking, we're in the top 5% of podcasts.
Yep. I know. So, hell or high water, dude, you just got to make it happen. Because, like, you can talk all you want all day long, right? So, what do we have coming up, though? We got to go up north?
Yep.
We have something cool coming. Something that...
Remember that something cool we talked about 18 episodes in a row?
No.
Yeah.
No, not really. It was just recently. But we have something that will create Stoke. Like... give sort of an identity. Like you feel like now you're a part, and that's going to be
it's going to be sick. It's going to be so fun.
Which we did nothing.
Listen, we had big plans to make content in California on our family vacation, and then I got there and I'm like, wait, I hold this camera in my hand for work. I edit for work. And then the idea that I was going to take time away from family so that I could make content just made me sick.
I know.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we were to plan a trip specifically for it, I'm more than happy to like film that.
It's a work trip that maybe family comes along.
Because like here's the thing, I made a video for California last year, but all the footage from that video was shot in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like it was one day.
Yeah.
I filmed a little bit in the morning. I put the camera up for the entire day, and then at sunset I brought it back out again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, man. Even last year, before I was deep into the production thing, I didn't enjoy doing that on vacation. It's just different.
But
I had a small feeling it was going to be like that, but
you know, it's fine.
But if we go up north, that is a trip specifically for this. That's not a vacation. That's a trip. That's a work trip.
Quick trip, but anyways, fun, yeah. I mean, overall, like for people that tune in, I would say just maybe hang tight because you never know. Like realistically, like because
what does that mean?
Like, you know, like you want to start a podcast, but you're like, man, I don't even know like where to start. Like, you know, like we have, you know, this dream of creating this umbrella, this network where, you know, if you're something that you have something you're passionate in and you're successful, and we'll come in with, you know, interviews and vet people and be like, you know, got to make sure you're real, but you know, and passionate, and you meet our criteria of Stoke,
baby.
I know. Oh, dude, the Visa brand, they're all about. That's one of their mottos is Stoke. I got a shirt. I got a shirt on the back that says Stoke with the hang lift.
I don't know anything about this brand. All I know is that it fits my head.
Freaking sweet, dude. Nice brand.
I'll say this.
We should reach out to Visa, dude. Yeah, dude.
I'll say this. If you are somebody out there that listens to the podcast because you know us, thank you. You don't have to do that. But if you enjoy it, thank you.
Yeah.
If you are somebody that is listening to the podcast and you don't even know who we are and you're listening to just audio in our ears, I encourage you to check out our faces on Instagram or YouTube.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in. You know, we're pretty good family guys, but I'd say we don't have 800 family members listening to our show.
No.
So a lot of you listening are not family. I'd venture to say that you're not even friends because I don't have that many friends.
I have a couple that do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple friends that listen, but I don't have. If we were to divide it in half, I don't have 400 friends.
No.
I don't think you have 400 friends.
No.
So thank you to everybody that tunes into the show from the bottom of our hearts. If you're listening to the show and you are somebody that's like, I've always wanted to get into podcasting. I've always wanted to do something for myself. I've wanted to be my own boss. The idea that we are going with, like the route that we're wanting to take with the 480 show, is one of being able to help other people fulfill a lifelong dream, or even just to like enjoy going into work every day to where it doesn't feel like you're going into work, right? So if that's something, if I'm describing you, if that's something that you've always wanted, and maybe podcasting intrigues you, if you have something that you are really passionate about, feel free to reach out at the 480 show on Instagram or Twitter or wherever. Leave a comment below. Find a way to reach out to us and tell us why you would be valuable, and we literally might just take you up on your offer and start expanding quickly. I know I'm kind of throwing this out there right now. Dude, I mean, we're talking about
find an accountant first.
No, dude, we're talking about, yeah, we do need to find an accountant. That's a big
any
deal.
freaking accountants listening that want to text
Seriously,
us back,
dude. If
Come
you're an
on.
accountant listening, or if you know an accountant, dang.
Yeah, all
What
we
do you
want
want,
to
our
do is
business?
start a legal company, dude. Jeez Louise, not that difficult.
Apparently it is, dude.
Too prestigious, dude.
Apparently. If you are listening, though, and I'm describing you, hit us up. Explain your pipe dream, and we just might listen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much how we started this, on a wing and a prayer. If you're willing to put in some sweat equity and act like you're your own boss, you'll get compensated like you're your own boss around here. So that's all I have to say on this.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No, I mean, a little general overview, but yeah, I think there's big things coming. So
Huge things.
yep.
So stay tuned. At the 480 show, pretty much everywhere you go, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, those are our most active places. If you want to check out Threads before they get sued, you can go ahead and do that. What?
It's funny, dude.
Thank you again.
Go
I
check
know
out Lizard Boy.
Yeah, go check out this poor Zuckerberg. Poor lizard boy. Dude, Travis Chambers, dude.
I think he's
funny guy.
a manufactured human.
I might agree with that. He's a very strange. Travis Chambers says, dude, he's a lizard boy, and he is not wrong. I will share the video. I'll put it right here. Poor lizard boy.
Can you imagine what it feels like to be Zuckerberg? He's one of the most hated people of our time. Like, could you imagine all that happening so young? Billions of dollars, Congress breathing down your neck, and you're a lizard reptilian, not even human, trying to pretend to be human? Like, he's obviously cold-blooded, which helps, but could you imagine trying to do all this caring human stuff with the world's largest social network? Like, poor lizard man. Poor lizard boy. Like, vegans need to get together and rally behind him right now. Like, the post about smoking of the meats. Don't vegans care more about animals than humans anyways? Like, put a lizard first, man. You know what I mean? Poor Zuckerlord going through all this suffering, and he can't not blink sideways, you know? It's rough.
Insert clip. It's so funny.
I don't know that he's poor. I think he's living pretty fine.
No,
but
not rich or poor.
I know.
Okay.
I don't think he's feeling poor about himself. So
It is very sad that he looks like a lizard. Like a reptile.
Cares. I don't think he cares, bro.
You can have all the money in the world, but if you look in the mirror and you think you're a reptile, I'd be pretty sad.
He's not that ugly. I think Elon's ugly.
They're ugly in their own ways. Zuck is ugly because he's too thin and bulgy eyes, and Elon is ugly because he's real wide around the neck and small features. So
well, he doesn't have much time to do anything
either
else,
way,
so,
either way, they're doing fine. I don't even know how we got on this topic.
I don't know.
Anyway, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I know we've said it like a million times in this episode. Thank you for listening and watching. If you're watching on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, thank you. If you're on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, comment your favorite part, and hit the bell so that you will be notified of every one of our future videos. We very much appreciate that. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, please make sure to leave us a 5-star review and a word review. I don't know the name, the official name for that. regardless, please make sure to do it. You can do it for every single episode. I bet you didn't know that, but now you do. So 5-star review. Oh, a 5-star rating and a review. The review is you can do it every time. Please leave us more 5-star reviews. And that about does it for us.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, let us know. We might start doing some more like blogging content. I feel like for social media and probably YouTube. But if that's something you're interested in,
This
like
news.
well, I mean, not like daily stuff, but like for that trip we're gonna go on.
Oh yeah.
Not only will we create content, like we talked about creating content for like an opener, something that's gonna, you know, like a or opener, right? Yikes. Right, and then doing a special episode for Pit Boss, right? Like, right, things like that. Like that's
content.
But creating a vlog style of the actual entire trip,
Yeah.
I think is.
You know what else we're gonna do?
I think it's cool.
I'm gonna just say this right now. I'm going to buy a helmet. I'm gonna get a chin mount with a GoPro, and I'm going to like first person vlog our freaking rise to the barn dominium place that we want to build. People are gonna tune into the whole thing, dude.
What do you mean? Why do you need a helmet?
Well, because I'm gonna ride to our barn dominium every day, and I'm gonna make people listen to the sound of my voice while I ride. And then when I get there, I'm gonna first person show everybody.
You mean like when it's built?
When we're getting there. I mean, I'll use a regular camera for vlogging style like Casey does.
Yeah, you mean when it's built already?
Sure.
Are you talking about the entire process?
Yeah, dude, the entire process. I want people to see it.
Like while it's being built?
Meeting with the realtor, buying the land,
Oh,
literally riding out to the dirt, just kissing the dirt.
Every day in existence leading up to. It's like what the.
Yeah, a 15-hour video, y'all. There you go. Tune in. No, I'm gonna.
You don't even need that, dude. The new action camera from that company, it's got the freaking. It's got the magnet, dude. You just put that on your shirt.
Yeah, I have that magnet. I use it for my Ronins.
Well.
They're not my Ronins, my
DJI mics.
My DJI mics.
Yeah.
Anyway, lots of content to come. Stay tuned. Thank you again for listening. Until next week.
Till next week.
Deuces.
Deuces.